You ever wonder what happens in prison and jail on Christmas? Stay tuned for a great video. What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Wednesday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. Hope each and every one of you are doing great. I hope you're having a great week, a great Christmas, and I hope you have a happy new year. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button to get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of most of my videos. So what's up? Merry motherfucking Christmas. I hope you guys had the best Christmas that you could. Shout out to everybody who's locked up, who couldn't be with their family. Hopefully you get your second, third, however many chance soon, and you're able to be reunited with your family. And to the family members, just understand they want to be with you. It's just not possible. So reach out, shout out, write, do whatever you got to do to let your loved one know that you care about them. Because at this time of year, that's super important. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. Is Christmas in prison a better time of year? Is Christmas in jail a better time of year? Is it better than the average day? Do they give you special food? Do they give you special privileges? Now, if you're in provincial, good luck. Christmas most likely is going to be hell. You're going to have minimal contact with your family, especially if you're in a super jail. It is a holiday. They have a hard enough time staffing regularly anyways. You know about it. Shortage of staff, lockdowns are irregular, and on the holiday, typically, they're even worse. They'll sometimes try to make it so you get some time out on Christmas, and you get some time out on Boxing Day, and you get some time out on New Year's Day. But most of the rest of the time, you're probably going to be locked up, shortage of staff, regularly. Shower program, extended shower program. And that will just be life for you if you're in provincial. If you are a bottom tier guy on the block, you're going to have a real lonely time, you know. When they run shower program, if you haven't been on that block for a minute, if people don't know you and respect you, it's going to be hard for you to get out on a regular basis. You'll still probably squeeze out every once in a while when they have flawless shower program and everybody goes back in their cell within a reasonable amount of time. But that doesn't always happen. So if you're bottom tier on the block, I don't mean location, I mean status. It could be a tough time for you. Getting a phone call longer than like a few minutes could be a tough time for you. So I would say buckle up. Now, for the rest of the guys that are in provincial for an extended period of time, you know what it is. You get a bougie, crappy, bootleg turkey loaf in a tray with some nasty gravy, mashed potatoes, and probably some corn. You might have a little piece of stuffing in there, and how you know it's Christmas is you get the butter tart. But sometime they mess around and they give you that damn mincemeat tart. Nobody wants that mincemeat tart. Dash that. Garbage. Trash. Butter tarts. Sometimes they'll give you the apple strudel. Sometimes they'll switch it up over the holiday days. Now, when you were in Toronto back in the day, in the Dawn, the West, the East, that's what they would do. They'd give the strudels, the chocolate chip muffins, the butter tarts, and over the holidays, you'd get them all, right? In Lindsay, they have a little bit of a different setup, but it's basically the same thing. Now, if you're in federal, it's a much different situation. Most guys are going to try and have something locked down. And this is in provincial too. Guys are going to try and save something for the holidays. Whether it's the number 4, the number 3, the chronic, regardless what it is, somebody's going to try and put something away for the holidays, Christmas and New Year's, so they have a little something to chief on or whatever it is that they're into. Now, me personally, in all my years, I did a lot of Christmases in prison, and it's not normally super peaceful. It's not. Like when I was in the Don, dude got slapped on New Year's Day, right? When I was in the Ville, there was a pretty bad knifing pretty close to Christmas. And it just seems like people can be tense over the holidays. And I think people try to be cool. Most people don't want to be locked down. People want to be able to get their visits. So it's not like regular time where it's always going to be kind of tense and hectic if you're in a higher security joint. But it's still prison at the end of the day, right? And a lot of guys' minds are elsewhere. They're having a real hard time internally. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, you know? The one thing about being knocked and locked on the holidays is you don't get to be with your family. And a lot of guys, when they're inside, their relationships are already struggling because you're doing time, right? It's hard. Your woman is doing time with you. Your family is doing time with you. And it's hard. And a lot of people get fed up and don't really want to do it, don't really want to do the long treks and the visits. Like only the real riders do that. It's difficult to do. So guys on the inside are tense, man. They don't know what their girl's doing. It's harder to, get through. You got to remember, these are the holidays. So if you're, say, in provincial, you're locked down like 8:30, 9 o'clock. If you're in federal, 10:30. After that, you have no communication. You don't know what's going on, and everybody's partying. And the thing is, you may want to be on the phone with your family on the holidays, spend the day sitting on your phone bugging like a lot of guys do. But it's the holidays. People are with their families. People have the kids and the grandparents and everybody together. So it's a lot more difficult for that to happen. And it has a lot of dudes bugging. It's also stressful knowing the disappointment that your family, your girl, your wife, whatever it is, has that you're not there. And if you're any kind of a decent human, that's difficult to sit with. That's difficult to go to sleep at night and not feel some type of way about it, especially if you have kids. I know for me, if I got knocked and I had to do a Christmas in prison right now, the way that my relationship with my family and my girl is going, it would be crazy, stressful, and difficult and crazy for me, It's like I finally got my life in a place where I have a good and amazing relationship with my family, and I have a beautiful and amazing girlfriend, and I'm just happy, right? But being knocked and having to switch all that up, I can't imagine that right now. Now, mind you, I'm not out doing anything that could put me in, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to relate and express to you what it's like to be in that situation. So a lot of the time you're going to make a phone call, right? You're going to make a phone call to your parents, your grandparents, your kids, and you're going to hear the sadness in their voice, crying from a lot of people. A lot of the time, like for me, I would have conversations with people in my family that I wouldn't talk to for the whole rest of the year. So the relationship was definitely damaged. So calls are awkward and stressful, and a lot of the time I didn't even want to make them. I wanted to skip the Christmas calls altogether. But what did I do? Year after year after year after year, I put myself through that. I put my family through that. So it's kind of crazy when you think about it, how much of a knucklehead I was. Because I wasn't like a one-time offender. I wasn't like a two-time offender. I wasn't a three-time offender. I was like a 10, 15-time offender, constantly in and out, in and out. So I never really experienced life on the outside. And now that I'm doing it all now for the last 4+ years, it's amazing. And it's the small things that you take for granted you don't realize when you're doing the time. When you're locked, you stunt. Your growth is stunted. And I don't mean like you're dumb or anything like that. But the day you get knocked, you kind of lose connection with the outside world, so your growth with it is stunted, you know? So it's difficult when you get out to readapt and to you know what I mean? Put yourself back into the family situation without feeling messed up, without feeling uncomfortable, awkward. And we know our families love us, and our wives and our girls love us, but it's still, man, there's some shame in that, you know, knowing that you missed all these valuable memories. And these are some of the things that I thought about when I wanted to change my life, right? It would be on days like Christmas or on your birthday that you're thinking about being with your family the most. And these things hit the hardest, right? Now, it is a party, though. Let's be honest. I remember, this isn't Christmas, but on my birthday, we were doing the number 4 all night. Cops were doing rounds because people were dropping like flies and overdoses, and it was just a crazy night. I remember that. And on Christmas, we would also save, bundle our drugs, our chronic, our cigarettes, whatever we could get our hands on, and we'd want to have a party that night. So it is crazy. Around the holidays, you will have overdoses. You'll have guys getting pinched trying to smuggle in packages in the visiting room. You'll have a heavier presence of urinalysis and stuff after the holidays because the feds and IPSO knows that these times people are going to kind of let loose. Even guys that don't let loose the rest of the year. And don't get it twisted. Their goal is not to help you get better. It is to catch you doing wrong so they can hold you back, kill your parole, kill any chance you have at getting out within a reasonable time. And that is what their job is. So when you do go in on the holidays, if you do go in on the holidays, just let it sink in. Let those feelings sink in. Don't take your frustrations out on your family. It is your fault that you are not on these days. It is strictly your fault. So I never felt good burdening my family with anger or frustration or stress or anything like that. You know, I would try to be as cordial and as minimal as possible at the holidays, because the reality is, anytime you are knocked, you did that crime. So you have nobody to blame but yourself for the reason that you're there. Even if you got snitched on, you let that snitch see what you were doing. That is also on you. So during these holidays, learn from it. Take all those emotions in. Feel it. Don't blame anybody else. Accept it and change from it. Nobody wants to spend the rest of their life in jail. I don't care how hardcore you are, how gangster you think you are. Prison is not cool, tough, or gangster. It is a waste of time no matter what it is you plan on doing with your life. Even if you want to be a criminal. A good criminal doesn't spend his life in prison. If you keep going back like I did, clearly I wasn't very good at what I was doing, or I was letting something mess me up, make me slip, get caught up, which was costing me years and years and years and years of my life. Holidays, Christmases, New Year's, birthdays, all of that gone. Now look, I'm 40. I have no kids. And I'm rebuilding my life because of those horrible decisions I made. And yes, you will party. If you're in the pen in Fembrook or one of those types of joints, you'll be able to make an actual turkey. In the other pens, you'll get some turkey, you'll probably get some stuffing, you'll probably be able to buy some nice commissary, you'll get a Christmas bag. Every year you get a Christmas bag, which is $175. You can spend that on top of the $750 you get for canteen per year of your own money, right? Not money that you worked in the institution for, money that you're bringing from the outside. They also allow you to have $175 for a Christmas bag, and they have a bunch of stuff you can't get throughout the rest of the year. And that is one bright side if you're in the penitentiary. In provincial, there's not many bright sides. Let's keep it real. If you're in provincial and you're in there on the holidays, you're shaking it. Hopefully you can have a 1-2 spliffs or a 1-2 bogey and you're okay like that. But you're most likely shaking it, locked down, maybe get out 1-2 showers, but it's going to be shite. That is a fact. But in the pen, you can make the best of it. You can make the best of it. You can go play sports. You can go work out. You can just walk the track or, cook a real nice dinner for yourself. Now, if you're in a joint where you can't really cook for yourself, but you can probably make like a spread or something like that, right? And just enjoy your day as good as possible. Guys are probably going to not want to be locked down, so you'll probably be chill. But it's never worth it. It's not. Don't go to prison for any reason. Obviously, I share my stories with you guys so you don't have to go through these things yourselves. If I could snap my finger, nobody goes to prison. Nobody has to go to jail. That's what I do, but that's not a reality. Especially in 2022 and now coming to 2023, you see how the cost of living is going up. What do you think is going to happen as everything gets more expensive? People have less and less money. You're going to have more people being forced into breaking the law. You're going to have more people in prisons, and these videos are going to become more and more useful. The fact is, life is hard. So hopefully with my videos, I can prepare people that are going in so that they don't disturb things and make things difficult for the guys already in there. And they're not going to step on anybody's toes and piss the guys off, and the guys want to do something to them for messing up the chi of the block. Because that'll happen, man. If you come in and you switch everything up and shit starts getting crazy because of your presence, you could get run off the block, man. Whether you like it or not. Like, I've seen a lot of dudes, tough dudes, 5, 6, 7 guys roll up on them with weapons. You're going. You don't really have a choice, right? Like, it's either death or you're going. And 99.9% of people are going. But I just want to say this. If you have a loved one on the inside, reach out. Reach out. Even if you haven't talked to them, even if you're angry with them, even if you're trying to have some tough love and you don't want to enable, reach out. Let that person know that you care if you care. Don't be stubborn. You never know what could happen. It is prison. People die every day in prison, whether from violence or from drugs or from, corrupt officers. Things happen every day. So reach out. Tell them that you care. Give them purpose to want to come out. Because the guys that don't have that purpose, the most dangerous guys, the guys that really don't give up and are going to ride out till they die. And it just is what it is. Some guys just don't care. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button to get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of most of my videos. Merry Christmas. I love y'all. I hope you guys have a happy new year. We're going to be back just now. Peace. The new Matt Clark.